Welcome to this guided meditation for letting go. Letting go is such a broad term, but it is something that we all deal with, sometimes daily. Letting go of old relationships sometimes, letting go of old versions of ourselves, letting go of expectations, sometimes letting go of negative thought patterns that start to spiral. So I want you to take a moment to get clear on what it is you're practicing about and around. Perhaps you're just interested in building new skills or exploring the concept of letting go from somebody else's perspective. But make sure that you are clear about something that you are practicing with, letting go of. It could be your own expectations about this meditation. Letting go can be a difficult challenge for all of us, especially as beings who long for stability and security and love, which we all are entitled to. But we do live in a world of constant change. So now let's really get settled. I would invite you to take a seat for this meditation and to close your eyes. In this spaciousness, take some deep clearing breaths and don't rush. Really inhale, widen and expand and feel that life force energy. Don't rush. The exhale just flows out like a tide back to the earth, back to the world. Take a few more breaths. Establish this presence first. Eyes are soft, jaw is released. Now, bring into mind this thing that you're practicing with letting go of. Just make sure that you are aware of what you are working with. And now take a scan, a mental scan of your physical body and see where in your body is holding tension around this thing that you are struggling to let go of. Where is the tension in your body? Now take a giant breath in and hold that breath at the top. Imagine that life force energy is illuminated and moving through these blockages as you slowly exhale, just creating some relief. Do this as many times as you need in these spaces of your being that are holding on to tension around this thing. We cannot control every outcome. It is in our best interest to return to a state of wholeness. And perhaps that thing that we long for could come to us in another form, or perhaps even the form that we are desiring. But the fact of the matter is that each life wants peace, and our physical body and being holds tension when we are off in another timeline telling ourselves stories or hung up on a loop. Keep breathing deeply into these spaces. Now, I would like you to imagine that this attachment, because that's often what is troubling us, is an attachment to an outcome, and we are unable to let go of either the timing or the reality or the worry and concern. So imagine that this attachment is just that. It is like a tether or a tendril or a rope that is literally attached to those places in your body that you were sensing into just a moment ago. They're pulling on you. They're causing suffering in a sense. Keep your breath deep. And my invitation to you now is not to cut these cords at all, but to simply visualize them detaching from those spaces in your body. They simply detach. They release and they start to float away, and you can see this in your mind's eye. These tendrils of attachment that were pulling on you and causing pain are physically moving away in space, further and further away from you, not as a rejection, but as a release, so that what is can be, and in the meantime, you can be free. Free of the burden of carrying these attachments, these strong ties. Take some time to do this. Enjoy the visualization. Enjoy the freedom of release. And know that you are not responsible for the unfolding of all things. You are responsible for you and your well-being. And you are doing yourself a great service and favor by freeing some of your energy up to have more beautiful experiences in this life, to learn lessons in a graceful attitude with yourself and with others. So now take some breaths to just feel the lightness of your being. And know that you can do this practice as many times as you need. Just because we do it once doesn't mean that these attachments may not come up again. So this is not a mutilation of our longing. We're not cutting a cord. Every time you feel these ties pulling at you, if they're disturbing you, visualize them simply releasing. They float away. Take a moment to pause with your hands on your heart and find some gratitude for your willingness to feel, to experience, explore, and learn. It is a profound and beautiful place to be, and I hope that you have a beautiful day.